Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this. Okay, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready? Cougar 19.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
First down, play action. Forced out to his right. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. Still basically a full 17 games to go, but so far so good.
Yeah, pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get into preseason, training camp, all of it. You can't do it much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll ball his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
The QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
At the 41-yard line.
Tried setting up the screen, but this is intercepted. 40. Hits the 20. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they pulled.
Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot. They could have had some points on the board defensively.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Genty again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Steelers nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And they're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got it at the 5. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Warriors 70.
They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short lot route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 19 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Rush in. Rush
60
in.
Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He's going to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Go street. Ready?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's Genty running right. Still going inside the 35. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 13-point lead.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, jumps in. And they sent it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. We'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They're going to throw for it on 4th. It is caught inside. And he's taken down at the 30.
A gain of 10.
That's a gain of 10 and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
A give left side to Johnson. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
10 at the 14-yard line.
On the ground again with Johnson. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. That's a nice quick correction for this front run. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next run.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Here we go, set. Warriors 70.
Throwing off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Will bring it into the red zone after a great turnover and return.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. And I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Throwing from the gun. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this one doesn't go far.
The quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Johnson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 72, whip. Rock the whip. Ready, let's go.
They go to him again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Steelers. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game at 21.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our 1st half. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. 2nd half starts off with a run by Johnson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. That's caught for the 1st. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Buys time, rolling right. Another one caught by Coleman. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Raiders finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
36-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Dragon 60!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Make that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference.
And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. If you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up after hitting Payton in the third. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Steelers tie us up 28-all. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, ready! Ready!
Starting this drive with a design run. And they love to see him flying forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing now off the play action. Buying some time right. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Rose caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Flush down out to his left. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Drop ball 80. Check out.
They'll throw it. And he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jerome Clark. And the Raiders can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
3rd down.
There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Shut up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Leaning back, motions right. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gets him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Goes to the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He brings it in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
They've got a man in motion. Pass play on 1st and goal. Makes the catch. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. He's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Shotgun give here to Genty. They gain 11 on that play. And to Vegas, 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Counter give to Genty. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handles that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Throwing the out route complete. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
They get 23 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Vegas, 1st down.
He's going to throw this one. Forced out to his right. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, the shot was there. He hauled it in, but the officials say no. Didn't get both feet in bounds.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. He's looking deep once again. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
35-35.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go!
Back to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. He's back to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Here we go, set. 15, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
Throwing it again here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back now, pressure coming. Escapes the pocket. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Dragon 60.
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid.
He's got it inside the 10.
It's a gain of
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Design quarterback run here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
go! Cowboy 80, Bronco reading.
Here we go, right up the gut. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Porter Jr.
Company Ranger, let's go. 60 Eagle, 60.
He'll look to throw it. Caught by the open man. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here he goes, one final shot. Need this to force overtime. And this will not be caught, so their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So the Steelers come in and...